Good morning. My name is John Hine. I'm one of the assistant principals here at Freehold High School. At this time, I'd ask you all to please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and to remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please stay standing. Okay, the phone is too hot. It won't play, apparently. At this time, I'd like to introduce Ms. Linda Jewell. You can all be seated. I'd like to introduce Ms. Linda Jewell, the principal of Freehold High School.
So that phone is just symbolic about how we all feel. This is my second graduation. My hair looked nice and pretty, the first one. And then it started to be dripping wet, and now it's pulled back in a ponytail and a barrette. And I'm hoping that a lot of you don't take videos of this that you can show later on to people, because I'm certainly not at my best. But I want to welcome you this morning, all of you. We have parents, we have invited guests, and our special guests of honor, members of the class of 2020. I'm glad that we could be here together today. I really am. And even though not all 342 of you, which was the size of the class of 2020, could be on the field at one time, everyone at the 831 or this one, all of your classmates, all of you are here in spirit with each other. And I know that to be true. Personally, I think it's very special. Maybe that's because I'm a mom and a grandmom, but I think it's very special that your parents, sometimes it's your guardians, sometimes it's invited guests, sometimes it's a grandmom or a grandpop, can be seated on the field with you. That's not something we're able to do during a normal, June graduation. And I don't know, but I think that's pretty special. I'd like to introduce a few people and thank them. First and foremost, I want to thank the custodial crew who yesterday set up 500 and some odd chairs in the brutal heat yesterday, and they have to take it all down today. The administrators and I met them here this morning. They were here at 6 o'clock, wiping down the chairs in between the two graduations. They disinfected every single chair, the bathrooms. It's a lot of work. Yeah, I don't know if they can, if they're smart, they ran inside to the air conditioning until they hear from me. I'd like to thank our IT guy. He's up, I'm sure, in a miserably hot press box, helping to live stream this. I want to thank the Freehold Borough Police. Always can rely on them to support school functions. Thanks again, guys. Freehold First Aid is here. They are an exclusively volunteer organization. They were here for the 8:30. They're here for the 10:30. Trainer Mike is here, our beloved Trainer Mike. He's here. Where'd you go, Mike? Oh, there he is. Trainer Mike is here. I have supervisors all over helping. Checking you in was Dr. Brett Pellegrino, supervisor of Child Study Team and Special Education. Ms. Suzanne Gallo, supervisor of guidance. Mr. Brian Simpson, supervisor of our English department. You know Mr. Longo, always over there making small talk to make the line not seem as long as it could have been. And then seated behind me, I have Ms. Geraldine Acevedo, assistant principal. Mr. Hine introduced himself, but again, Mr. John Hine, also assistant principal. And for those of you who are guests and who don't know me, I'm Linda Jewell, principal, and also very proud graduate of Freehold High School many, many, many years ago. On June 24th, if you watched the virtual video, and I know many of you did because I watched it live, and I could see how many viewers there were, and at one point, we were close to 700 people watching that video. So I know a lot of you took advantage of that. During that video, I spoke to the accomplishments of the class of 2020, and there were many. Usually, during the June 20, whatever it is, 24th, 23rd, 22nd graduation, I am able to acknowledge those students who are leaving for military service. We filmed, excuse me, most of that video starting the last week in May. And we didn't have all the responses because we were on remote learning of our seniors, where they were going, their scholarship money, who had committed to the military. So I couldn't do that in the virtual. But we have that information now. And for those of you who are leaving for school or to the world of work, 7 of your classmates are leaving for service in the military. A couple of them have already shipped out for basic training, but I'm going to read their names because I feel that is important. And if you are here, if you would please stand, because I'm not just reading the names for the 10:30 graduation. So if I call your name, please stand and remain standing. Christian Cruz, United States Army. Joel Epan, United States Marine Corps. Back there. Darius Glover, United States Army. Alejandro Cutzel Romero, United States Army. Nicholas Maratoma, United States Army. Maximus Murphy, United States Army. Luis Ortez, United States Army. Gentlemen, a grateful nation says thank you. Please, take good care of yourselves. And again, a round of applause for these folks. Graduates, I'm speaking to you this morning as adults. Technically, and I'm not sure you even have really thought about that, you haven't been a high school student for over a month. As you enter into this adult world, you will become increasingly aware of the challenges this country faces. The pandemic and health issues are at the forefront of everyone's minds. But there are others. Significant as well are the economic hurdles that will have to be addressed once we have resolved the issues related to COVID. There are also issues related to racial equity that can no longer be ignored or minimized. Each generation has its challenges, and these will be yours. The past few months, your character qualities, they were tested. And as an adult, they will continue to be tested. So what is going to drive you to move forward? To never be satisfied with the status quo in either your personal life, your professional life, or in society and their concerns. What will be your motivation? I offer that your pursuit of excellence in all of those aspects of your lives will be driven by an intrinsic feeling that I should do the best that I can possibly do. Because that will be my sincere gratitude, my own gratitude, for having the opportunity and all the good in your life that might come your way. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't sincerely say thank you. First and always for my family. and then for having the opportunity for close to 42 years to do what I love to do every single day. And you are a part of that. The class of 2020 and all those classes who came before you, they're a part of that feeling. Because I was so grateful, I was intrinsically motivated to do the best that I could do. I hope that each of you finds that same satisfaction. It is really a good feeling. It has been my honor to be your principal. I'm sorry I didn't see you in your prom gowns and tuxedos. I'm sorry that we did not have conversation over a hamburger at Frogbridge. I missed as much as anyone walking into this stadium on the evening of June 24th with our very own band playing Pomp and Circumstance. But it wasn't to be. I want to kind of remind you, though, that all of this, it's a moment in time, and it too will pass. I have such empathy for all of you for all that you missed. But there are wonderful things awaiting you. This has just been one chapter in your lives. I hope you know how much I cared about each of you, how much I took pride in this school, how much I took pride in what you accomplished. And know that from the bottom of my heart, I wish you nothing but good health, happiness, and only tears of joy. Congratulations to all of you, the class of 2020. I would now like to invite to the podium. You know what? I forgot to say thank you to one other important person, and that would be Senior Class Advisor, Ms. Parabello. She did so much while we were on remote learning to try to make everything special for you. You know, she's even here today handing out the face masks for class of 2020. She did all that, all on her own. So wherever she is, I'm not sure if she's still here. Where is she? Oh, she's waving. She's under the American flag. Hi, Ms. Parabella. So I'll start over. I would now like to invite to the podium Senior Class President Madison Costa, or Maddie, as she prefers to be called. In the fall, Maddie will be attending the University of South Carolina as a student in the Honors College. Please join me in welcoming your Senior Class President, Madison Costa.
Good morning, graduates, family, administrators, and Ms. Parabello. Today is a day a lot of us thought would never happen. It is a joy to be sitting on the football field with some of our classmates and supporters, finally able to have closure to this chapter of our lives. To look at the bright side of our situation is the only way we can truly accept what has happened this year. 2 graduations is better than 1, right? The lessons all of us have learned through this adversity are far greater than the ones we would have learned through an unproblematic senior year. The biggest loss we experienced this year was the absence of tradition. This is inclusive of all we look forward to in our last half of senior year. However, our daily schedules being stripped from us gave us the opportunity to look at the world around us and create more meaningful relationships. All around us, we were seeing neighbors no one had seen in years, and we were forming deeper relationships with those in our houses who we started spending every moment with. This pandemic truly showed us how to seize the day when there was nothing else to do but let life run its course. Our senior year and the current state of the world is definitely something that will affect our lives forever and a memory that we will never, ever forget. But the thing is, we are made of our experiences and memories. All the things that we've been through up to this point make us who we are, and the best part is we're not done yet. We'll continue to experience things and make memories every day that mold us into who we truly are and who we are meant to become. In a world of uncertainty, the only thing we can be certain about is that time goes on and the experiences keep coming. The only constant in life is change, and as we all embark on our next adventure, our ability to take every unexpected event and use it as fire beneath us will be a skill that makes us stand out. We will leave a lasting impact on those around us, and we really do have the world in the palm of our hands. To conclude, I leave you all with a quote by Art Linkletter. Things turn out best for people who make the best out of the way things turn out. Thank you and congrats.
Although you are here this morning as a group, it is traditional in high school graduations to acknowledge the top 2 students with the highest GPA, and that's over 4 years. The salutatorian of your class is Sophia Shri. She could not be here today at all. She wasn't at the first one. She can't be at the second one. But I think it's a pretty special recognition that you are a salutatorian in a class of 343. In a few short weeks, Sophia will be attending Rutgers University Honors College and majoring in biological sciences. Also, your valedictorian, Brian Cleary, he was here for the 831. He started to wilt like the rest of us. So he thought maybe he'd go home, cool off, come back, but obviously he went home, cooled off, and said, I don't think so. So he is not here. But I also do want to acknowledge his academic accomplishments, and Brian will be attending Vanderbilt University in the fall. Major is undeclared. And now, yeah, you can, that's good. Maybe if we're watching on live stream. And now it's my turn, or our turn, to recognize each of you. So when your name is called, and we go slowly, stand up, like especially if you're in the front, like don't be embarrassed, like do a little wave to your classmates, you know. Actually, truth is that you'll get more of an acknowledgement this way because at graduation, everybody's blowing air horns and nobody can hear anything. And so this is your way to like be able to say, hi, everybody. If you watched the video, you saw our superintendent, Dr. Sampson, certify you as having fulfilled all the requirements as defined by the Freehold Regional High School District Board of Education and the State of New Jersey Department of Education. So every single one of you, your transcripts were gone over with a fine-tooth comb. We made sure that you had X amount of credits in this subject and X amount of units in this subject, and I'm proud to say that 343 of you made it. You did everything you needed to do, and here you are. The names of our graduates today will be read by Assistant Principal Ms. Jerry Lynn Acevedo and Supervisor of Extracurricular Activities, Mr. Jason Longa. Yeah. Oops, sorry, Jerry.
Good morning and congratulations, class of 2020. Joelle Epen. Jaden Chance Kakanakis. Michael Kraus. Bakeem Crudy Jr. Hannah Cudler. Hunter Michael Kaczynski. Giancinto La Rosa. Nicholas Latona. Mike Lazaro. Andrew Lee. Ethan Lee. Cody Lennon. David Leon Rosas. Cassidy Leopold Hall. Sincere Dejan Lester. Thomas Lee. Max Lizzo. Joseph Lacurcio. Emily Rose Lombardi. Angel Lopez Martinez. Kevin Luna. Kaylee Marie Main. Carol Ann Moletsky. Janet Manzano. Kenny Manzano. Ashley Manzano Lopez. Jacqueline Marin Morin. Joseph Donato Martinelli Jr. Brian Martinez Bareles. Caitlin Marzigliano. Matthew Muscola. Alexis Mateo Mendez. Luisa Matias. Luke Morrow. Timothy Maxfield. Charles McCool. Michael Joseph McGuire. Bailey May McSherry. Ishan Maida. Nico Messina. Diamora Jamilet Miguel Cruz. Michelle Mistretta. Nicholas Miteratona. Daniel Molina. Ishma Momin. Rachel Moore. Adao Morales. Daniela Morales. Janisa Moreno. Emily Rose Morse. Israel Moscosa Farfan. Liam Mueller. Antonio Munoz. Maximus Murphy. Nicole Ann Myers. Justin Michaelitis. Gabrielle Rose Nadrick. Shrikiti Nakaran. Mason B. Naftali. Brittany Nappy. Karina Nakvi. Thomas Newman. Alyssa Ney. Rachel Ney. Anthony Hugh Nugent. Evelise Maria Nieves. Nicole Nikolova. Julia Oliveira. Austin Almedo. Jacqueline Ortiz. Luis Ortiz. Nada Osman. Brianna Madison Pacheco. Morella L. Padilla Espedita. Amy Itzel Pantoja. Sean Pasrica. Jinali R. Patel. Juhi Patel. Rajat Patel. Candice Gabriella Patrick. Jackson Edward Pavlovic. Javon Malik Peart. Adeline Peregrina Camarino. Matthew Perkins. Sean Piotrowski. Ashley Pitaluga. Danny Noel Polanco.
Isaiah Ponton. Jessica Preet. Aksaya Priyadeep. Lori Perswani. Liseth Quishby. Louis Racine. Alan Samuel Rahanoff. Carla Ramirez Felicio. Amy Ramirez Oroque. Lily Ramos. Patrick Ray. Daniel James Rieger. Nicole Ringwald. Ryan Rishi. Alyssa Gloria Rivera. Jose Rivera. Ivory Rivera. Olivia Marie Roach. Giovanna Amelia Robustelli. Keegan Roach. Jason Rochny. Montserrat Rodriguez German. Joseph Romani. Dylan Michael Ryan. Marvin Saad Vinza. Yovan Jose Sacramento. Jaden Samaniego. Bianca Ivani Sanders. Denise Santiago Caballero. Hope Elizabeth Scafaria. Nicholas Schaefer. Benjamin Timothy Schmalzried. Nathan Schnitzer. Garrett Schoenfelder. Brianna Sword. Kaveh Shafai. Divya Shah. Valerie Sherman. Alexander Siegel. Tamango Sims. Jacqueline Skanakis. Coltrane Smith. Shane Solomon. Brooke Ashley Serrano. Allison Stango. Sheila Steinmacher. Jayad Stevens. Laura Sun. Isaiah Lewis Sweeney. Antonino Tantillo. Rosario Tapia. Riley Tardy. Mackenzie Tarafanco. Bernasia Marlowe Terry. Noel Riley Terry. Avijit S. Topper. Frank Tilton. Christina Tlapa Martinez. William Tobias. Yoreli Torres. Robert Timothy Tweedle. Jake Tyrell. Maria Del Carmen Tilly Amigan. Sarah Urbine. Jose Velasquez Oliveira. Angelise Verrett. Alexandra Vital Huertero. Christopher John Voyantis. Ronak Singh Walia. Daniela Warren. Kayla Marie Watkins. Matthew Joseph Weiner. Benjamin Weinstein. Kyle Joseph Wenrick. Raymond Whitley. Austin Wietrowski. Ariana Williams. Deantha Williams. Sean Donald Wodell. Madison Wolf. Michelle Warmold. Zachary Wozniak. Jun Zhu. Rebecca Yamagami. Olivia Rose Zudo. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Graduates, please stand. You are now officially, for the second time, alumni of Freehold High School. Please switch your tassel from left to right. Congratulations.
Graduates, I forget I have this on. Graduates, you can sit down. Parents, I'm going to ask that you stand because I want us to give these kids a real, sincere round of applause for what they've accomplished. I want to thank the parents. You know, Borough does things a little differently, and I never have the worries that some of the other schools do. So when I wrote a letter and I said, please respect the wearing of masks, all of you respected the wearing of masks, whether you really believe in that or not, personal thing, but for here, for graduation, and I want to say thank you. You've always made my job easier because you've had trust in that you might not always agree with my decision, but that you respect the fact that my decision is made based upon what's best for the majority. So I want to say thank you as our paths go in different directions. We made it through an 8:30 and we made it through a 10:30. And Ms. Acevedo is going to lead you in how to be dismissed from the field. Again, I ask you to put your masks on and to practice social distancing. Please, in the parking lots and on your way out, stay safe, be well. Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations again. Facing me, rows 1 and 2. If you can exit out to the right, facing me, rows 1 and 2, and then we'll follow with 3 and 4 afterwards.
When I turn it on, off from my city.